Hello everyone, thank you for choosing me to be your guide for today's art class. Today we will be painting a lotus flower surrounded by the universe and stars, and everybody will create her own affirmation. Here are a few examples. This is the painting we will be creating today, and I just have a couple to show you. Everybody can choose their own colors and affirmation, and here are a few examples of affirmations. Of course, you're willing to choose your own anytime. And I would like to say a couple of words about the symbols. The lotus flower have been used in many cultures for many years, and it's been represented as purity and wisdom. The universe, it's rich with its mystery and infinity, and affirmation has its energetic meaning, and everybody will choose something that will be suitable for you at the moment of painting. Thank you. Let's start.
Welcome everyone. Let's go through the materials first. We will be using white gel pen, also pencil, and golden pen for highlighting purposes. I also like to use cardboard to put my paper on it so I can turn it while drawing. Also, we'll be using napkin and of course watercolor and brushes. I prepared a few affirmations for you, so you can choose one of this, or you may stop at this point, pause and do a meditation and choose your own affirmation. Now take a tape and make borders around the painting about halfway. Make sure it's tight. Please pause at any moment if you need to take some more time. Now let's decide where our flower will be. My affirmation will be down here, and the flower will be approximately almost in the middle. It's just easier when we will be making petals. Our first petal will be right somewhere in the middle. And here goes another petal. And I'll make here the biggest one. And just how you feel, how the pencil leads you. One more over here, and then here, another one. Oops, I don't like this one, so I'll erase it. Yep. And over here one more. And you can see these petals can float in any way, any order, how you feel you like it. You can always erase and make a new one. I still don't like this one, so I will erase it again and make a new one. Yes, this is better. And let me do another one over here. No. Yeah, this is much better. Now I would like to add a core of the flower in here, so I will create a little space for it. So I'll just adjust the petal a little bit and add the core of the flower right here. Now I'll highlight some of the parts of the flower, those parts that I would like to leave. And I will erase all the extra lines that we don't need anymore. Play around with it, see where it takes you. Just come to the point where you like the flower will look. And now we will make those leaves, the folding of the leaves to create the volume. And I also see where I feel I would like to add them. Just adding some lines. So now it's time to add some color. I take the bigger brush, and now we will be putting just the water, simple plain water, all around the flower. Try to not go over the flower, because when we will be putting some color, it will be just around the flower. So I put water all around it. Just put enough. It's called wet watercolor technique. It's very relaxing, and you will see when we will be putting some color how it will overlap and fill up the space. Take your time. You can also do it in parts. Finish first corner or half first and then do bottom or your own way. So when I just add some more water around it. And now make sure you have the napkin with you. Here I choose two colors. For this one I will choose dark purple and dark blue. So two colors will be enough. You can also add 3 or 4 if you'd like. For this painting I prefer to do the 2 dark colors to create this universe where we will be putting stars later on. And just as you see like dots or lines, I put the paint around and just carefully highlight go around the flower. And you see no specific order, just play with it. There is not right or wrong here. And around the flower I just I took a smaller brush, and it's easier to work close to the flower. Just put some more paint here. And I changed at one point I used purple and then I add blue and just add it in no specific order. Just like that. I like to put a little bit darker background around the flower, and I also like to use darker corners. And you'll see at the end when we take the tape off, it will create a nice white frame. If you gotta paint somewhere and you don't like it, you can always use water and napkin to brush it off. For example, if the paint went in flower or something you don't like, you can always erase it with water and dry brush. We are almost done with the background. I'll just add some more deep color over here, and I also like to use a little bit darker here where I will later put my affirmation. I'll just add some more color here so the white affirmation will be more visible to the eye. So this is it. Now it will probably take 10 to 15 minutes for the painting to dry. You may use hair dryer. It will be much quicker. It will probably take you a minute or two with the hair dryer to dry off completely. So now when it's completely dry, we will start working on the flower. I take smaller brush. I'll just dry it a little bit. And I will be working on only with one color, which is pink. And first we will create this first layer. So I will be putting just simple pink color all around the flower in not specific order, just covering the whole flower with light pink. And then later on, when it will dry, we will be putting some shadows and lights, creating the volume of the flower. So just like that, just a simple background. And as I said, if you feel like you need more time anywhere, just take a moment, pause the video and do it on your own. It's important to have the atmosphere very suitable. Maybe light the candle and use some essential oils if you'd like. Music that you like. And when I'm done here, I also let it dry. I will be using the hair dryer again to make it quicker. So now my flower is dry, and now we will be working on petal after petal. So, and here napkin will be needed. So just take more color and let's start working on some petals that are behind. So first one here. And as you see, I just highlighted around the corners, and then I wash it, dry it with a napkin, and I try to stretch the color with almost dry brush, just like that. So it's just smooth, and you see it's lighter at the end and darker at the beginning. So let's take this one. It's also very behind. So again, I put some more deep color on the bottom and around the folding leaf. A little bit more here. Now I wash out the paint, and now I stretch it with almost clean brush. You see how it smoothly appears, just like that. You can also play around with it, adding color, wash it out. You can always add some more water if you think it's too dark, or add some paint. Now let's work on this one. Again, same way. Put some deep color around it. And then wash it out, dry it and stretch it. Just stretching the color. Just like that. And it's better when the color underneath it is dry, because if it's not, it may overlap. And but it's okay. You can always come back to it later when it's dry. And why I like watercolor, you can work with it with many layers. And just continue. Continue in your own pace. So just use water, dry brush, and just using the smooth technique of spreading the color. And then another petal. I just use one simple color. You could even come back later to add some more shadows or colors or light if you'd like. This is already good enough. It has the volume we need. Later we will be also adding some highlighting with white and golden pens, and it will give us volume even more. I usually turn my painting all around when I paint. And continue, petal after petal. Just using water, brush, and the color. Now we have only 3 more to go. We let it dry a little bit, the behind leaves. I would like to remind you that the lotus flower symbolizes divine beauty and spiritual purity. It is also believed that the lotus flower eliminates negative vibrations and emotions, and its image can be a cleansing amulet. So we make it darker around the leaf and smoothly spreading the paint all around the leaf. Just with clean brush. And I would like to add a little bit of color on the end of the petal to make it brighter. The image of the cosmos, of the universe, is also very symbolic. It represents infinity, and it is full of mysteries. We have created something unique here. And the affirmation that we will be putting on will also have a very positive meaning, positive intention. And you may heard that where you direct your attention, there you direct your energy for realization. And we have one more leaf here. And you can see how now the flower becomes more beautiful. We are more than halfway done. So now I would add just a little bit more color on those folding parts, just slightly, to make it slightly brighter. And if I put too much paint, I just wash it out with water, drying it out on the paper, on the napkin. Once you work with watercolor enough, it becomes pretty simple and looks great. Now we add bright yellow in that core part of the flower. Later on we will put some gold and white here. So now we let it dry completely. And now once it dry, completely dry, you may again use the hair dryer or just let it sit and maybe take a coffee or tea break. Now it's a meditative process. Now we will highlight all the flower, just all around every petal. We will highlight it. I love this part. It's very meditative and calming. And I would like to add this white dots in the middle of in the core of the flower, just to show the details of it. And I see that I would like to add a little bit more highlighter, so I just do it again all over. And also I'll put this lines in the middle to show the details of the leaf, just how you feel it, where you feel you want to add them, on top and on bottom. Just randomly, and highlight it a little bit more. I like to use the pen number 10 because it's more thicker, easier to work with. Just pause and take time. Enjoy this process. see where it leads you. Now we will make some stars. And to make a star, you put a little dot and just make lines in all the sides. And see how it looks. Just a dot, and then first up and down, side to side. Just like that. And add the stars also where you feel you want to put them. I like to put them on the darkest sides because they look bright. And some of just simple dots to also show some more stars. And we will use one more technique to in a little bit to show even more stars. And for that, just take an old brush, toothbrush, put some white acrylic paint somewhere like on a piece of paper, and dip the brush in it and just spread it with your finger. So it adds this very tiny stars all around. If you don't have it, you can still use the pen and just make it with your fingers. But this is very nice addition to it. Now I let it dry again. We have just a little bit left. Now it's gonna be my favorite part. We will take the tape off, and therefore you'll see this nice white frame. Don't rush, just carefully peel it off. Let me take the cardboard away. And here we go, it already looks beautiful. Now I'll just mark those extra spot with a white pen so it's not visible, those marks. I'll add some more stars. And now it is time for affirmation. I hope you already chose your affirmation, or you may pause now and choose something that resonates with you at the moment. You may use pencil in the beginning, or if you feel confident, just put it with the pen right away. I chose this one. It says, everything that is happening is for better. Here I put it in Russian language. You may put it on whatever language you would like. And now I would like, you may leave it as it is, or if you'd like to create a little more, I like to add some golden color. So I take this golden pen and highlight it with a golden also. I will also later add some golden on the affirmation as well. So take your time, enjoy this process, and add some golden color. It adds this almost magical shining effect. I will also add some golden on those lines. That's petals. Just randomly where I feel like I want to add some more color. I want to also add a little bit of golden on my stars. So I'll add some color over here as well. Now, I think, all right, we have to add also some of the golden over here in the core to make it even more shiny. Yeah, I like that. And now I would like to do a second layer of the white on my affirmation. So I'll add another layer to make it brighter. And now I would also like to create some shadow of the golden on the affirmation as well. And now you can, if you want, you can put your sign here, because this painting was created by you, and you may sign it now. And now you may enjoy this beautiful art piece. Thank you very much for taking your time, trusting me, and being here with me in this meditative process of creating your unique art piece. Thank you very much. You can send me the picture of your painting, and I'll leave a comment. I hope you will continue taking more classes. Thank you so much, and enjoy your painting and have a wonderful day. Thank you.